Okay, real talk. It's the 27th of the month. You've got $43 left in your account. 43. You're doing the mental gymnastics. Okay, I can move this bill, eat ramen for 4 days, skip the gym, maybe sell my old PS4. And here's the really uncomfortable part. You're not broke because you had some massive financial disaster. You didn't lose your job. No medical emergency. No catastrophic event. You just spent it the way you always do. And now you're sitting there wondering where it all went. Sound familiar? Because I'm going to tell you something that most financial videos completely skip over. The reason you keep ending up in this exact same spot every month isn't about income. It's not even about budgeting apps or spreadsheets. It's about habits. Specifically, habits that are so deeply wired into how you think about money that you don't even notice you're doing them. And today, we're going to rip those habits out, one by one. My name is James, and I spend way too much time thinking about the mechanics of why smart, hard-working people stay broke. If you're someone who earns decent money every month but still feels like you're running on a financial treadmill, never actually getting ahead, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. All right, let's get into it. Habit number 1, you pay yourself last, or not at all. Here's the thing. There's a law in psychology called Parkinson's law. It says that work expands to fill the time available for it, right? You give yourself a week to do something, it takes a week. Give yourself a day, it takes a day. Well, money works exactly the same way. Your spending will always expand to fill whatever money is in your account. So if you're waiting to see what's left over at the end of the month to save, I'm going to be straight with you. There is never going to be anything left over because your brain doesn't save what's available. It spends what's available every single time. Here's what most people don't realize. Wealthy people don't save what's left. They save first, automatically, and then live on whatever remains. That tiny mindset shift, that's the whole game. Set up an automatic transfer, even 10% of your paycheck, the same day it hits your account. Treat it like a bill you cannot skip because your future self is a real person. And right now, you are actively stealing from them. Habit number 2, lifestyle inflation is eating you alive. Okay, so you got a raise. Congrats. Genuinely, that's real. You worked for that. But here's where it gets really interesting. And by interesting, I mean slightly terrifying. Most people, the moment their income goes up, immediately adjust their lifestyle to match it. New car, nicer apartment, better restaurants, upgraded phone. And look, none of those things are individually wrong. The problem is when your spending grows at exactly the same rate as your income. Your savings rate stays exactly the same, 0. This is lifestyle inflation, and it's sneaky because it feels like reward. You earned more, so you enjoy more. That makes total sense. But here's the brutal math. According to a Dave Ramsey study, 36% of people earning over $100,000 a year are still living paycheck to paycheck. Think about that for a second. 6 figures, still broke, not because of bad luck, because of lifestyle inflation. The rule is simple, but it's hard to follow. Every time your income goes up, keep at least half of that increase out of your lifestyle. Let it hit your savings or investments instead. Your 2022 lifestyle can absolutely support your 2026 income. You just have to choose it. Habit number 3, impulse spending in disguise. Raise your hand if you've ever gone on Amazon just to look and woken up 3 days later to a package you completely forgot you ordered. Yeah, exactly. According to research from Capital One Shopping, 89% of shoppers have made an impulse purchase, and more than half of those people spent over $100 in a single impulsive moment. Not on one thing, just in a moment of, oh, that's cool. Here's what most people don't realize. Impulse spending isn't really about the money. It's an emotional response. Boredom, stress, reward, social comparison. You see something your friend bought, you feel a small sting, and your brain says, fix it. And clicking add to cart feels like fixing it. The fix? Friction. Add friction to your spending. Put a 48-hour rule on any non-essential purchase over $30. Delete the saved payment info from your favorite apps. Make spending slightly harder. What you'll find is that most impulse purchases lose their appeal by the time the waiting period is up, because you didn't actually want the thing. You wanted the feeling the thing promised, and that feeling fades. Habit number 4, being cheap in the wrong places. Okay, this one is going to surprise some people, because we've been told save money, cut costs our whole lives. And yes, you should. But there's a difference between being smart with money and being cheap in ways that actually cost you more. This is called the boots theory. A wealthy person buys quality once. A person with less money buys cheap repeatedly and ends up spending more in total. This doesn't just apply to boots. It applies to accountants, mechanics, tools, health, even food. The cheapest option is not always the most economical option. Here's the question to ask before spending. Is this a one-time investment or a repeated cost in disguise? Because sometimes spending more upfront is actually the most financially responsible choice you can make. Habit number 5, you don't know your numbers. Look, this is the one most people want to skip, and I get it. Looking at your finances is like looking in the mirror after a rough week. You kind of know it's not going to be pretty. But here's the thing. Research consistently shows that people who track their net worth are significantly more likely to build wealth than people who don't. Not because tracking magically grows money, but because awareness changes behavior. You can't fix what you can't see. Net worth. That's your number. Assets minus liabilities. What you own minus what you owe. Most people know their salary, but have absolutely no idea what their net worth is. And your salary tells you very little about your financial health. Your net worth tells you everything. This is where it gets really interesting. When you start tracking net worth monthly, something psychological happens. You stop wanting to make purchases that shrink it. You start making decisions that grow it. The number becomes a game, and games are actually fun to win. Habit number 6, playing the appearance game. All right, I'm going to say something slightly uncomfortable. You probably care more about what people think of your money than you realize. There's an old concept called the Red Queen's race from Alice in Wonderland, where you have to keep running just to stay in the same place. That's the appearance game. The second you level up your visible lifestyle to match someone else's, the goalpost moves. There's always someone with a newer car, a better vacation, a nicer watch. And the people who look the wealthiest? Studies repeatedly show the average person carrying the appearance of wealth is also carrying around $38,000 in personal debt. Here's what most people don't realize. The appearance game cannot be won. The people you're trying to impress are either too busy trying to impress someone else, or they genuinely don't care as much as you think they do. Stop paying a premium for perception. Start paying yourself instead. Habit number 7, waiting to invest because it feels complicated. This is the one that costs people the most. Not impulse spending, not lifestyle inflation. The waiting. Here's the math, and these numbers are real. Someone who starts investing at 20 may only need to contribute around $180,000 of their own money over their lifetime to reach millionaire status by 50. Wait until 30? They need to contribute almost twice as much to hit the same number. The difference isn't income, it isn't skill, it's time, just time. And yet, people wait. They wait until they understand it better. They wait until they have more money. They wait until things calm down. And every single month you wait is a month of compounding growth you will never, ever get back. You don't need to understand the stock market deeply to start. A low-cost index fund is essentially a bet that the economy grows over time, which it historically has. Despite every crash, every panic, every recession, start with $50 a month if that's what you have. The action matters more than the amount. Start now, optimize later. Habit number 8, rewarding yourself for being broke. Okay, last one. And this one is a little painful. Stay with me. You're stressed about money. Things feel tight. Your card got declined at the grocery store. And what do? You buy something to feel better. A new outfit. Takeout. A bottle of wine. Something. Because you've had a hard week. And you deserve it. Here's what most people don't realize. This is the exact mechanism that keeps the cycle going. You're not rewarding yourself. You're rewarding the behavior that got you stressed in the first place. And your brain learns that. Stress equals spend. Over and over. And I want to be clear. I'm not saying never enjoy your money. Enjoying life is the whole point. But the version of enjoyment that consistently leaves you more broke and more stressed, that's not a reward. That's a trap wearing a bow. The next time you feel that urge to spend emotionally, name it. Literally say out loud, I'm spending because I'm stressed, not because I need this. You don't have to fight it. Just name it. That small moment of awareness breaks the automatic loop. And sometimes that's enough. Look, here's the thing about habits. They feel permanent, but they're not. Every single habit we talked about today was learned, which means it can be unlearned. You didn't come out of the womb impulse buying stuff on Amazon. You weren't born playing status games. These are patterns you picked up, usually from watching the adults around you, usually without ever being taught any different. But you're watching this video, and that already puts you ahead of most people who will never question why they're broke. Here's what I want you to do right now. Not someday. Right now. Pick one habit from this list. Just one. The one that made you think, okay, that's literally me. And make one tiny change this week. Not a massive life overhaul. One tiny change. Set up a $25 automatic transfer. Wait 48 hours before your next impulse buy. Check your net worth for the first time. One thing. Small changes done consistently are what actually build wealth. Not lottery tickets, not get-rich-quick schemes, not one big dramatic life moment. Just slightly better decisions stacked over time. You have everything you need to start. The only thing standing between you and a completely different financial future is the decision to stop doing the things that got you here. If this video helped you or shifted your outlook on your money habits, do me a favor. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. You know who I'm talking about. That friend, that sibling, that coworker who complains about being broke but keeps making the same moves. Send this to them. It might be the video that actually changes something for them. I'll see you on the next one.